Hello guys, what's up? It's Captain back with another video, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys how you can create your own working Minecraft villager NPC in Fortnite Creative. Now the way this works is like you can trade with the villager and do all that stuff. So I'm just gonna show you guys an example right here. This is the villager that I've made. So when I walk over to him, as you guys can see, my inventory has nothing in it. So when I walk over to him, he says, if you wanna trade with me, get enough stuff to do so. So I'm just gonna come here and get a torch. And now when I go to him, he says, "Wanna trade with me?" So when I do press, the interact button, I trade with him. He takes my torch and he gives me a flashlight. And now, as you guys can see, when I walk over to him, he says, "If you wanna trade with me, get enough stuff to do so." He says that basically because I've set this villager in such a way that he can only accept torches and give out flashlights. So when I try to give him a flashlight, that does not work. Now let me just drop my flashlight and get the torch. And when I go to him again, he asks, "Want to trade with me?" I do, and he gives me a flashlight. So that's basically how this works. And I'm going to show you guys how to create this model, this villager model first, and then I'm going to show you guys the mechanics of it. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and let's jump right into it. So guys, in order to start making the villager model, we'll start off with the head. So this is basically the head, and I used this piece for that. I'm just gonna use this head for reference as well. So just you have to resize it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and also you have to decrease its height twice. So 1 and 2, or actually 3 times. Yeah, that's basically the head. Now change its color to be copper, and that's basically the head. Just gonna place it right here. Also guys, place this on grid snap right now. We can change it later on, but right now while building, that's gonna make it easier for you guys. And we've got the head ready. So guys, next, to make the body, you're gonna use the same part that you used to make the head, and all you got to do is resize the whole thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, and then decrease its height 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's basically the body. So now all you gotta do is change its color to brown, and once you've done that, just take the body and attach it to the head. So guys, for making the leg, you can use the same part as you use for making the head and the body, and all you gotta do is decrease its width by 2. So 1, 2, and once you do that, just increase its depth by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then increase its height by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just change its color to brown, and then attach it to the head and the body, just like that. So guys, next, to make the bottom part of the leg, this part right here, all you gotta do is take this shape from the primitive shapes gallery, and then increase its width by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have to decrease its depth by 1, and also change its color to gray. And as you already have it on grid snap 8, when you go up to the leg, it should perfectly place on it. So now that you have a basic outline of the villager, you're gonna need to put on the facial structures and also the hands. So to make the nose of the villager, all I did was I took the head right here, and then I resized it completely down, and then you're gonna need to keep it on grid snap 32 this time, and slowly just keep it right onto the villager, and as you guys can see, you've got the nose of the villager. So guys, next, for the eyes of the villager, all you gotta do is take this right here and then resize it and decrease its size 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's basically the eye. Now just change its color to be apple green, and then just carefully place it onto the villager's face. So just place it right here and then one right here. So guys, next to make the villager's unibrow, all I did was I took the piece of the eye and then changed its color to brown, and then just took it and then resized its depth so that it be just a bit longer than the edges of the eyes, like not that long from the edges of the eyes. So just resize it until it's almost the size of the edges of the eye, and then just slowly and carefully place it onto the villager's head, just like that. And so you've got the unibrow of the villagers. Actually, I'm just gonna resize it and make it bigger just one more time. There we go. Also guys, just the nose of the villagers, just increase its height one more time. After that, get the unibrow, the piece that you use for the unibrow, and just put it right here to make the mouth of the villager. Now you've got a basic villager structure. Now for the hands. So to make the hands of the villagers, all I did was I took this exact same piece and just gonna change its color to brown. There we go. And then just decrease its size completely, and then increase its width, also increase its depth, and then just rotate it. So just rotate it just like that, and that's basically the hands of the villager. And I'm just gonna increase the width as well a bit more. Yeah, there we go. Now just rotate the hands a bit so that it has that small curve that the villagers usually have with the hands. Just, yeah, this will be fine. And then place it onto the villager, and that's basically one part of the hand done. Now just copy the exact same thing and in the exact same way place it on the other side as well. Now all you have to do is rotate the villager's hands just like that, and then just place it and take it once again so that the axis resets, and then just rotate it just like that, and then rotate it just once while keeping it on roll, just like that, and then carefully just place it onto the villager's body. Also, while placing it on the villager, this time keep it on grid snap off, because that'll be better. If you guys want grid snap, that's fine, but it won't come perfectly. Just like so. So now, as you guys can see, you've gotten a basic model of the villager, and now we'll move on to the mechanics. So guys, for the mechanics, you're gonna need the conditional button, which you can get from the devices gallery right here. Just you can search it, and all you have to do is you have to rotate it. So yeah, just like that, rotate it, and then increase its size 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and I'm just gonna keep it on snap so that so that it'll snap right into place in front of the villager, just like that. But actually I'm just gonna place it on grid snap 8, and just like that. So that's basically the conditional button. Now all you have to do is customize it, and activating team, all activating class, all that is your choice, and then can be used by, okay, that's your choice. Interact time, let it be instant. Reset delay, give it as none. And then the color white, yeah, that's all your choice. And then use color for hologram, that's all your choice. uh, Anyways, that's not gonna show up, the hologram is not gonna show up once we are done with the mechanics, so it doesn't actually matter. So for the interaction text, so that's basically when you have the item in your hand that you want to trade with, or like you have the item in your inventory that you want to trade with, what's like the interaction text that's gonna be there. So you guys can give anything you want. I'm just gonna give it as wanna trade with me, question mark. Yeah, so that's basically the interaction text. Now for the missing items text, that's basically if you do not have the item that you want to trade in your like with the villager in your inventory, what the villager is gonna tell to you. So let that be, if you wanna trade with me, bring the stuff to do so. So let that be that, and display main icon, just leave all that. uh, Toggle icon on use, leave that. Disable after use, no. Remain unlocked after activation, let that be off. And then show key item, let that be off. So guys, number of key item slots, what that basically is the number of items that you want to trade with the villager. So like you give, if you want to give the villager only one item and he gives you something back, or like multiple things back, that's your choice. Anyways, if you want to give the villager only one item, then set this as one. But if you want to give the villager like two items or something, set it as two, or three items, three. I'm just gonna set it as one because I want it such that I give the villager a torch and he gives me a flashlight. So that's basically it. Number of key items required, that's like for example, if the thing you're giving is like wood or something, and the number of wood that's required. So like do you want to give the villager like 50 wood, or those kind of stuff, all that's your choice. I'm just going to give it as one. And then second key items required, that is if you increase the number of key item slots for each item, there are these you know different number of items that you want to give to the villager. Consume key items, what that basically means is once you give the villager the item, right, should it stay in your inventory or will it disappear from your inventory? So if you set that as yes, then once you interact with the villager, it disappears from your inventory. But if you give it as no, then it stays in your inventory. I'm just gonna give it as yes. And all key items required at once, what that means is if you have set this to 3, then are all the key items required at once to give to the villager, or can you give it one by one, like you collect a mini, give to the villager, and then you collect a big shield, give to the villager, yeah, like that. So if you want to give it all at once, or like you want to give it at multiple different times, uh, but that's not actually required for me right now because I'm only giving the villager one item, so I'm just gonna set it as yes. Enabled at game start should be yes, or if you're having some trigger to enable the villager trading with you, then you have to set this as no. Visible during game can be no. If you set hologram, only the blue hologram of the conditional button will show up, so I don't want that, so I'm gonna set this as no. Let the interaction radius be 1, but let the interaction radius be button, but if you want more area uh, that you can click on to interact with the villager, then you can actually increase the the size of the interaction radius basically. And then show keycard direction, that basically is if you set the conditional button to like accept the keycard or something, and the key and like should the keycard show the direction of the conditional button, like should it have like a line leading to it or something, uh, we don't have anything like that right now, so I'm just gonna leave that. Triggered by sequences, all that's your choice. Add consumed items to score, all that can be left. And then when activated, transmit on, I'm gonna give it as channel 1 and then give it as OK. Next, you have to get the item granter right here. I'm just gonna place it right here, and then you scroll down and uh, grant item when receiving from channel 1, because so that when you interact with this, it grants you the item. So all I want is a torch, so I'm just gonna get a torch and a flashlight. So I'm just gonna drop the flashlight right here, and then I'm gonna come right here, and then I'm gonna drop the torch right here. So basically, when you give the villager a torch, he's gonna give you the flashlight from the item granter. So guys, now let's test this thing out. Okay guys, so the game has started up, and when you when you come over here, as you do not have anything in your inventory, the villager says, if you want to trade with me, bring the stuff to do so. And so I'm just gonna get a torch from right here. You can add any items that you want. I just give the torch, and then when you go to the villager, it asks you want to trade with me, because now you have the item that it wants to trade. So just give it the item, and it gives you a flashlight. Now if you try to trade a flashlight with it, it does not want the flashlight, so you could just drop it right here, and you can still trade another torch with it, and you can get another flashlight. And that's basically a working villager NPC, a working Minecraft villager NPC in Fortnite Creative. So, guys, this is episode 1 of the series Minecraft in Fortnite Creative, and there will be more episodes in this series. So, this episode I showed you how to make an actual villager that you can trade with. Also, if you want to add more items that you want to trade with the villager, just add more conditional buttons and also more item grantors, and just change the channel in it. So right now I've set this at the conditional button at channel 1, just change it to channel 2 if you are having another conditional button, and also change the item grantor grant item when receiving from to channel 2, and you can add different items on the conditional button and the item grantor, and you'll be good to go with more items to trade. So this was episode 1 of the series Minecraft in Fortnite Creative, and I will be making more episodes in this series, so please do stay tuned for that. And what I'm planning for next episode is actually making an iron golem that attacks you if you attack this villager. So please be sure to like, share, comment and subscribe, turn on notifications, and also stay tuned for the next video. Bye.